for New York tonight. Mitchell Robinson, their defensive presence, hasn't played all year in the middle for New York. Let's begin with the ball. Here's Bridges. Trio of Villanova stars. Shine for the Knicks. Bridges gets it from Garland and Towns. Bridges will take the lead and make it knocking down the three-pointer. Number one. This is going to be huge in this game. They want to play fast. Something you haven't seen in New York over the last few years. You saw the ball move from side to side, which resulted in a wide open three by Bridges. Here goes former Indiana in Milwaukee. Ryan Rollins. Missed the game on Sunday in Cleveland. Cavs the favorite in the East. New York listed right behind. And force a free by Gary Trent Jr. Defended that Bobby across the line. Yes! So effectively from the left. And Doc Rivers, who didn't like the first call on Giannis, wanted that one on Bridges.
Yeah, going to the basket, uses off arm, doesn't look like it was intentional. He still cut Rollins. As he missed the layup.
Cole Anthony, I'd be curious you guys talk about the role that he may play on this team. Yes!
That's the Doc effect. So, Michael Williams, when you come off the bench, he wants you aggressive and not waiting for anything. He wants you to get the party started early.
Played for the Knicks. So you got both sides covered here tonight. Puts it inside. Count the basket. And foul.
You just cannot fall asleep when guarding Jalen Brunson. It's almost like he's lulling you to sleep a little bit, Mike. And then A.J. Green, you thought he was going towards the middle, spins baseline, and just put him on his hip. And all it takes is a little bit of contact, and he's just so crafty around the basket.
Took a check on that blood. Maybe it's on the court. Josh Tippett making sure all is set here. Meantime, as you were looking at that replay, Red, Giannis looked over to the Bucks bench and got the equipment guy. Wants a new pair of kicks. Not happy with the sneakers. So we go for a sneaker change here.
The sneakers he had on didn't have buckets in them right now. Was he changing them right?
Perhaps. Have you had that moment where you just knew right away?
I have. Usually, my shoes were old school, but I just tightened them up a little bit. I didn't have the luxury to just change it like that. Guys that had shoe deals like Jamal and Giannis, it must be nice just to wave a ball boy and go get another pair of shoes. Giannis had Nike, they're fully loaded. I had Skechers at the time. I had one pair and that was it.
There is Brunson at the line. Second team All-NBA last year, made the All-Star game, just carried the Knicks. So many big playoff moments. Statistically, the clutch player of the year in the NBA, as you Knicks fans know. Last 5 minutes, game within 5 was Brunson time. He delivered. 4-8. There is Giannis. See if he can make it through with these kicks. Short on the threes. Actually, to
for the assist, but they made the play. They went side to side to make the defense in opposing position. Great drive right there by Shannon.
Same side to Pitts. Turner off on the three. Okay, Bridges goes up to get it. Reggie talked about the pace and the three-point shooting of Derek Brunson on the ball. Denied by Turner.
Already 2 blocks in this first quarter by Turner. Leads this
Deep
team.
floods. Deep floods. Deep floods. Deep floods. Yes!
Giannis looking to go to work. Rano Giannonobi. Beautiful spin. Quick lift. Hit the block. Inside. Bridges coming over. Brunson right into Green. Contact in the basket. No call.
Angles. Right? All about angles with Brunson.
What do you mean, Reggie?
Being able to drive and find those angles, and I don't care what kind of defense you put up against him, because of his size, he's able to solve it.
Anthony's three is off the mark. Milwaukee off from deep here to begin there. 2 of 6.
Deep floods. 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 Deep floods.
Reds the angle, and in the same foot, same hand, Giannis could not time when Brunson was going to shoot that basket and threw off his rhythm as a defender.
Protecting Towns with the block. Shaman runs with Brunson. Beautiful bounce pass. Good patience. And the finish. And a timeout for Doc Rivers. The Knicks have scored
And
the
the
last
time
one.
was called by Doc Rivers.
Beaters, we believe in Bruce Springsteen. Thursday, PG-13, now play.
Bruce Springsteen delivered me from nowhere. Rated PG-13. Now play the theaters.
Montgomery, coach, heard from him this morning. He said, guys, we want to lean in. You want guys ready for the challenge? And he said, pretty simple. He wants his boys to get after it. Well, you get after it when you drop the puck to AC/DC. That's all I know. Your head bobbing up here. Oh, yeah. All-time favorite band. And if you're going to get after it against an old foe, you might it to the tune of Highway to Hell. Watch Braden Shen here. He's kind of looking around, hey, keep an eye on Braden. He's chopping the bit. Great Macy fight Sherrod and Shen. Keep an eye on this one right here. Larkin against Shen on the opening draw. The Detroit Red Wings win it. They go to the right wing. Dump it in. Blues clear it right back up. Snugger tries to chip it in. Shen gets it to Corey Moore, the near wing, skates down, hands it off to Bush Davis, snaps over the front, shoots it,
Yes! He shoots his ball! Yes! Let's go back to the rules for a second. When I talked about how he's ready to go, he's looking to pick a fight early. Watch him right here. You're going to see him stop. Here's Braden Shen. You're going to see it right here. Freeze it right there. Right here. Here's Braden Shen. And he's looking at Ben Sherrod. He's trying to bait him in. He's trying to reel him into a fight. Look at. He says, no, thank you, Shen. Said, okay. He breaks off. He got it. About 10 seconds later, he's in the offensive zone. Kind of sneaks like the bench. They got to shoot him aside. But listen, Edmondson gets it back. Larkin's going to bring it towards the net. It takes a wide angle. Leads it Blues is right into Bush Davis. Rips it. And another rebound on
Gibson. It goes into the corner. Then gets it back, snaps the ball. Quick shot, looking for the deflection from Snuggerud. Just missed. Snuggerud cycles with Buchnevich. Fowler to the goal. That one ripped wide, and that's just enough of an angle for it to get out of the zone. Snuggerud back to get it. Finds Fowler, and again the Blues drive it in.
Well, D, very active in the offensive zone on this one. Cam Fowler runs, Falk with the shot. And remember the goal with Broberg and Colt Parayko getting the mix.
Basper drives it around. Wings, go. Blues it at the line. And Suter's going to break it out. Try to take it in over on the far side on Travis Hamonic, and Hamonic drops Suter on the wall. Cycle it down into the corner. Albert Johansson battling for the Red Wings. Hamonic plays it left side. It's out. Fowler's going to go get it. Stripped all the way back into his own end and snapped it to the near wing. Justin Falk. Blues from their own zone up to Jordan Kaiser. Riding a 7-game point streak. This is over into the middle of the ice. Holloway stick handles through some traffic. Lost the handle. Parayko keeps it in. Goes to Kaiser. Far wing. Broberg shooting and just off the glove. Maybe high. Actually looks like it might have hit the mask of the goalie. As Gibson shaking his head as they feed in front. That was challenged by Holloway, and Parayko's going to jam after it. Blues get 3 around that puck in the corner. They just swarmed that puck loose. Holloway open to Walker. Walker with a shot. And another save from Gibson. The rebound to the corner. That's Broberg down to the goal line with it. Kyrou sets it into the corner. Walker's going to get there, get the hit. And the puck cleared out. Broberg back to play it from his own zone. Blues make the line change. Quickly up ice. He didn't waste any time getting up ice, did he, Joe?
This game reminds you so much of what we saw a few days ago in Detroit. What a good start here for St. Louis. Looks like we got maybe a hand pass here, so a face-off in the neutral zone. But you go back to the defenseman active in the offensive zone. Now here's Broberg. His shot looks like it got a piece of JT Compher. And look how it just clips the left shoulder of John Gibson. Here's a really good look from the eagle view. See how that kind of left collarbone area of the jersey just kind of pops up right there. Boy, I tell you, it's a game of inches. But you see the way John Gibson, he drops early. He's a bigger goaltender. He goes down that butterfly early. You can see right now St. Louis is more high.
Sundqvist after it on the forecheck with Texier out of Bukestad. Bukestad coming off of a 2-point game in Pittsburgh. The puck to the near side now to Mayhew. Took the hit, but bumped it down. It's into the middle of the ice. Breaking it out will be Soderblom. His brother is a goaltender for Chicago.
That wasn't the offensive fucking different way out. They did it, guys. One day, Eagles, that's what
Sending Parker shooting at
The Bucks have a number of activations today, all in an effort to raise awareness and
activations
we're seeing really
and you know he can shoot it. He took a 19-minute slingshot. That's what Jake Neighbors used to know as Jake Neighbors on the line for the next time. You know, take 15 seconds after 7 minutes. He only shifted the center. Then he plays a total of 9 shifts in the third period. So 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Sticks on Walker, got it. Gibson makes the save. Rickles in his shot. That goes off the skate. Jacob is battling in. It's right after the corner and puts up. Richard's going to get up. And he just slid over there with ease.
Resulted in this fast break for Gary Trent Jr. Slows down here.
Scoring on the first shift of the game.
There's a little bit of a sending Trent Jr. to the free throw line.
Period here. Down the near
Yeah.
this Bucks team will do this year.
He just knows the moment, John. He's thinking out there. I want to get ready. So, I'm going to take out the
Traveling with all of his blocks.
Let's see if he does his shuffle here.
A little slide of what that established left pivot foot was at the very end, right?
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. He did a little slide. A little slide. Right. Just a little as bad as that first one, though.
Well, then, right? It's even.
Steve Rods. 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 Yep.
See the mixes that Doc Rivers can put out there as the season goes on. Some good pieces. They'll tell you they like Kuzma contacted. And he will come to the line. Kyle with the left ankle injury against the Cleveland game. Easy his way back into the lineup starting tonight.
So Kuzma seems so much more patient on offense coming here. You can see the message that Doc and his staff has gotten through to him as we see Rollins getting ready to check back in. Kuzma is very decisive. He's playing with flow. He's playing with patience. And he's adding to what the Bucks are doing tonight.
It wasn't just the offense that he was succeeding with early on.
It was the defense, and he was picking up Jalen Brunson full court. And I don't care how great you are as a player, whenever somebody picks you up full court, they're letting you know, I'll be here all night.
This is the engine that runs the train.
He's
He's got the very first shift. He's got to cross. He will make this game at the feet. His very next shift. This is Marcus Sherrod goes after the gentleman has played 900 games in his own right. He's a really player with a big pitch for Mustangs. Great shot. He reminded me of that movie. One of my favorite scenes. And I was that's what I didn't want him to do. I mean, there might not be a turn in the ice when you first showed up here to square off against the Red Wings. That was something special. Yeah, you know, he's always been in the first game after Bobby Klager passed away.
Now he's been involved against Detroit Red Wings.
Said afterwards, there's no way after what just happened with Bobby, we can't take the 5 minutes. He said, Ryan Hartness,
very into it.
no an assist play. We have no difference.
This was just as good as anyone has ever done.
By Jake Davis in here. After that, you were in one against one against Nashville. Two teams up there for it's a 4 and a 6 all the same game. We get to 92 errors and we get out the same period.
Second time to step up.
He's trying to pick it up, playing space out on 10.
Detroit number 52, 5 minutes for fighting.
He's being clearly managed the chances of two shots. Gets a new stick from Jackson.
Yes.
Sexy clips after that. They cleared down
to it for the Wings. As ahead, this doesn't handle. Let's get it back. Texier is going to flip it in. It's got legs for it to come down. He checks Edmondson in the process.
She's a team steal. The same
He tried to hit Texier. Houston gets it back, shoots it to the goal, and Gibson is going to reach out to grab it. We are just at the midway point of the first period. Well, take a look at our starting goaltenders. Brought to you by Gateway Flying here at George Bennington. So then John Gibson, this is the goaltender that knows how to run around. It's one. He can get frustrated very quickly. Here in the Bennington, that's it. I tell you, it's actually not stick. Spring is going to shoot. Watch the top of the net right here. Right there. Just smacks the top of the net. He loses his stick in the process. Just not much traffic there.
Bennington has 15 in the next 26. It's the
Bennington in this game.
individual lead.
Replacement with Gene Harris. He's in first.
13
games. This is a game for Bennington. He understands the situation. This is a backup beat up team at the end of back-to-back. Series 2000. These are the ones that Bennington.
Yes!
By crafting the next generation of light beer.
Yeah, it means I'm a fan. I'm an advocate. I just have here, it's the cry of a wild goose. Oh my God. You might have to look it up in a different dictionary. Face off one, Fowler, far wing. Ball in front, couldn't get the deflection. Coming over to the near wing, Toropchenko. Man, have you noticed his speed in the two games he's been back in? Up the right side, trying to get it out for the Red Wings, Van Riemsdyk. 3 Detroit Red Wings players caught right at the end of the Blues bench. They dump it in. Fowler going to chase it down. Blues are flying that puck up ice, wasting no time getting it in, and Toropchenko's on the forecheck. Joseph tried to center to Walker. Fowler, back to Joseph, near wing. Shielding of the puck in the corner. Wait for Toropchenko to come in and help out. Toropchenko had an upper body injury that tried to play through at the beginning of the year. Couldn't. Played in the first game and then not since. Until last game in Pittsburgh last night. Toropchenko in the corner there. Here's Paul. Rings come away with it. In behind the net, they go to center. And a good block by the Blues. Deny in the middle of the ice. Now Dylan Larkin there. Bennington to the far side. What a piece of it as it came off the skate. And the puck to Fowler. Finds Falk. He'll flip it. Sawyer's going to go back to the point. And that's the back inside the skate. Right across the paint. Another shot, Bennington. He's just going to touch it like moving in the net. And now he's shooting score.
Snowball probiert es weiter, doch weil das glaube ich dagegen ist, natürlich schon in DC.
Has tied it for Detroit 1-1. And again, Joe, we talk about bounces.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, and he has been battling. Taking ones off the stick, the blocker, that one almost snuck past him, but he kept it out. The one that slid right across the crease moments ago. He's been fighting and punching. But now you're going to see Ben Sherratt from the point. He's going to be to the bottom left of your screen. You see number 8. He's going to come up here. You're just going to one-timer right off the boards. And then you're going to see Justin Falk. These are the bounces. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I have never seen so many bad bounces for a team to start a season like we've seen with the St. Louis Blues. Justin Falk's in a perfect spot. He's guarding his guy. That puck, if it doesn't hit Falk, probably 4 or 5 feet wide. Oh, it's going into the corner. It goes off his shin guard, redirects in, and the Blues once again deal with adversity early.
So it's a 1-1 game. How do the Blues respond? get to it, fire it in.
Off the court report.
Moves it over
What's
to
going on,
Mayo
guys?
in the
He
near
for the Knicks this season is a recognized defensive player of the game. And in true New York fashion, the winner is named a pair of Tim's and a long night. It's Halloween week, so I thought I'd look upon it just a little bit. It also seems like there's a post-game photo shoot involved in the tradition as well. And the Knicks, they short stuff like deflections, 50-50 balls. Usually the player with the highest numbers in those categories get the award. But Coach Mike Brown told me that could be the guy that comes in from 9 minutes and creates habits. He said it's all about encouraging.
We saw to simplify that game for Tim Bryant sooner last year. Here's Kareem going to dump in.
Yes!
Resets the mind as
Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds. Yes! Vegas, Milwaukee, yes.
How about the Bucks defense here over the last 5 to 6 minutes? Great hands here by OG Bobby Portis coming up with the steal here, leading to this fast break for Milwaukee.
Coach trying to get Karl Anthony Towns going. He's not taking a shot yet here tonight. Good hands there to force that turnover. As Tyler Bullock returns to a
Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds.
Just the second three-point hit for the Knicks. They were 1 of 11 before that triple.
They really struggled from that three-point line in that loss in Miami. Continuing to shoot.
Yes!
This is what I got to get Karl Anthony Towns just to keep him engaged. He has not taken a shot yet. And we're pressing up the
Keep
field.
odds.
It'd be nice to point the ball.
Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds. Keep odds.
And on the floor, Josh Thibodeau's ball on Kuzma.
And this is when Karl Anthony Towns is so dangerous when he has a small defender like Kyle Kuzma trying to guard him on the perimeter. His ability to put the ball on the deck, get fouled, and get all the way to the cup. It makes him such a difficult cover.
Keep odds. 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 Yes! Oh, is it good count? Yes, it is good count.
Detroit in the blue zone. They've tied the game. Shot deflected off to Justin Falk is in. Mayu's going to pound after Rasmussen there. Wings get it to the line. Here's Sider with a shot blocked off Toropchenko. Finds it over to Joseph. He'll pass it towards himself. But Edmondson is going to go back to get it. And the Blues go to make a quick change. Now Joseph to the bench on the change as Sider plays it over to Edmondson. And Wings get it in on the near side. And they're going to get it out of Lucas Raymond, who is handcuffed on this shot. Snuggerud coming out of his zone with it. Skates it in. Lost the handle. It was caught in the skates of the linesman. He didn't know it was there. And Detroit's coming the other way. Back to play it, Braden Shen. Now to Butch Navich. Works it in, knocked off of his stick again. Detroit's going to clear it out. Pass back to Butch Navich. Turns and creates some space. They give him a lane. He shoots it. It flutters just over the crossbar. Perico reaching for it. Wings are going to get it back. We're under 5.5 to go in the first. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Shen coming in with a big hit on Sherratt. Sherratt turned into the boards on that one.
And those are the two goal scorers. Those are the two that almost dance off the opening draw.
Now Grover out of the corners. They tried to center. Great defending in front by Falk, twice denied. Entry by Detroit. Suter's going to battle it off the wall. He's proven to be a lot like Oscar Sundqvist, isn't he? Most of the time as the Blues ice the puck in the right spot, making the right play, the smart play. And that is Pius Suter. All right, we got French night coming up for all you fans of that TV show. You're going to remember the Turkey on the Head episode. The one with all the Thanksgivings episode is what it was actually called. Go to stlouisblues.com/promotions, and you can walk away with that Louis with a turkey on his head.
And my sister, we watched that show growing up. They loved that episode because Brad Pitt, he made a cameo on that episode there, Curbs. Some people think he's a good-looking fella.
Kyrou and shooting. Well, wide of the net it goes. Puck goes back in.
And now the people mistake me for Brad Pitt. I think it's a compliment.
Right. 4:22. Are you sure they're not trying to insult Brad Pitt?
Oh, sorry, Joe.
It was dangling there.
Come on, man.
4:12 to go.
Great source. He was a highlight reporter. Spent 4 years here as a Zora, who worked the Twins middle of last year, being first shot since she became a mom. She helped to get 6 of the 10.
There were some well-educated fans in the building here. So they didn't sing it either.
The win.
Let's take a look at it. You're going to see the clear.
Somebody's in the vicinity like that. Because by the way, that's Mo Sider, who's got some pretty slick hands. Someone like the dancing face.
You just not ready down spots.
Now the wing it goes. Hang in there. Sundqvist is going to get it on the side. Through the neutrals in. Hunter's going to drive it in.
As I mentioned, played 3 years here.
Going to get to it.
The first team all Big East before returning back into the gym. There is a towel stop.
Jen's 47 seconds.
Arena in the city very well.
Prince, Portis,
Neutrals in face games on the bench.
in the moves.
Captains led the Blues into the game tonight.
It's led by as many as 8 Bridges on the pitch. And Anobi. Vikings down 3.
Why is that so wide open? Bridges gets 2 feet in the paint, collapse the defense, wide open 3 for OG.
Rollins attacks Towns and draws the foul. Opportunity, you never know what's going to show up. And because of injuries, Rollins has more of an opportunity early on here in the season, be it the point, start. Maybe he'll change the way he's looked at as the season goes on for Milwaukee.
And some of the guys who are not like super duper stars are ones who made their name off opportunity. And when you get that opportunity, you take full advantage of it. Rollins is not only taking advantage, he's gaining his teammates' trust, and more importantly, the coaches who are putting out there. +3 here, the plus-minus category, 11 points, the leading scorer. Giannis only 2 of 5 4 points, so it's been Rollins for 4 years. Down here in this first time for the Bucks.
Rangers, the national TV skip from Cleveland off to a terrific start, 3-1 to take on Boston. The Lakers, Minnesota's on ESPN tomorrow. Wednesday on NBA TV, it's Golden State, Milwaukee, the matchup we talked about coming up here. Friday on Prime, it's Boston and Philly, and the Lakers and Memphis. More of these games, NBA.com. We'll visit the NBA.
Jamal, what has gotten into Austin Reeves? What is going on for Austin Reeves, my friend? You know what? With preparation and opportunity extended, he is showing up and showing out right now. I'm sure he's one of the good hands right there like that. You can look at that ball dude right there.
Yes, they just won.
Let's go right there. Tough shot. The great ball movement. That's the possessions that Coach Brown wants to see. Right there for you, took away.
Winning those 50-50 battles. It is. And, you know, you can get us crazy with the analytics too, but it's a pretty simple game at the end of the day.
Yes!
The weak side has to be engaged for it. There's no mistake there. Space, the contact to get the ball to 2 feet. It's clear enough space to get the back.
Chip, 47 seconds in. Sherrod Middleton to break it at 2-1. Chip with a goal. 5 feet wide of the net.
Oh my God,
Break it up to the near side. Circles back through center. Stick handle to the far wing and dumps it in. Puck coming to the front of the net, and Bennington's going to slide it over. Blues snap it over to Holloway. He's got the liner rolled off his stick. He dumps it down into the corner. Fowler, the defenseman, going to rush, goes all the way down to get it, but that puck's going to be pulled away, and Detroit's coming out. Johansson has it. All the way down into the Blues end this time. Walker. Off of Kyrou. Moves that puck over to Fowler, now through center. Holloway into the wing zone, leaves it. Kyrou in, looking for the deflection, and a hit escape. Kyrou gets it back, floats it to Fowler. He shoots. Blues get it again, and there on the post is Gibson denying Kyrou. Down to the final 60 seconds. Penalty now coming up on Dylan Holloway. They're going to call him for a hold here.
Number 81 said was going to monitor for holding.
Yeah, Dylan Holloway was in the offensive zone. He goes to make a cycle. He tries to jump past the Red Wings defender. He can't get past, so he opens up. See that open hand? His left arm, he kind of grabs his little belly there.
Yes, discuss your species withdrawal from Earth. It's the most talked about movie of the year.
This is crazy. You see that free hand open. Anytime you see big kill here. 51 takes the one first. Siders shoots it off the skate wide of the goal. First penalty kill of the game for either team. Bouncing puck, flipped to Mo Sider. Takes it on the far wing. Shoots and they score! It goes off the glove of Bennington. He's looking at the referee. Deflected right in front of him. By DeBrincat, and a power play goal has Detroit leading 2-1.
Well, it's Mo Sider that's going to shoot this puck. Listen, it's just a simple power play. They don't overcomplicate it here in Detroit. They're not looking for bumping plays and give and goes down low. It's a defenseman at the point. He pumps once, moves and shifts over about 3 feet, creates a brand new lane. You see the pump, he moves, he shifts, changes the lane on 1 foot, and then Alex DeBrincat right there, right in front of Jordan Binnington's glove. This is an easy routine save for Jordan. It's coming right to his glove, but it's a great net front presence by the gentleman they call the Cat, who had a big goose egg in the goal column a few days ago when the Blues came to town. He had the tying goal in that third period a few days ago, and now he's got the go-ahead goal here for his second of the season.
Yeah, his second goal is 9th point. The Blues, who came out on fire, got the goal from Shen, have now seen 2 goals go in and trail 2-1. Pass up ahead, misses Texier. He's going to get away.
14 in Oklahoma City. February 6th on NBC. Tomorrow morning on 10, we'll be on the plaza with many Olympians and Paralympians as we hit that milestone 100 days away from the Winter Olympic Games. Giannis back
Hey, FanDuel is coming to Missouri, and starting December 1st, new customers in Missouri can get $300 in bonus bets when you make your first $5 bet. Got the intermission report coming up this month.
he is found.
Bernie and Scotty standing back here for Mike Kelly on puck
area.
during the intermission report.
Creating open opportunities.
Oscar was traded to the Detroit Red Wings. That was a tough trade. I think we're not sure. We're going to take off on trade deadline day, and you just let Williams get up in the back of the plane, and you're like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? And then you just see big signing with the big arrow in the place, and it's here from some of the fellas in the momentum. That was a tough one. The tough one to stop in here being a broadcast with you.
1.8 seconds to go. The Blues score the goaltender. They won the face-off, and it's split everybody. Despite the start of the fire, Captain Blues are going to go to the dressing room trailing 2-1. Now one battle of mental adversity. Jim Montgomery has said they've got the first round. Coming up next on Monday, intermission report. Blues trailing 2-1.
And number one, the length. Not a lot of players that long.
Green with the bump, the contact.
This is the most I think I've seen Mikal Bridges attack a defender, get into the paint. Talk about length. Well, this guy's 7 foot. Just rolls off of OG, who's a really good defender, able to use the other side of the glass here. That's just a beautiful move right there. I think he's at his best when he's attacking the paint.
Well, it's a game tonight. That means Mikal Bridges is playing. He is a constant in the lineup in this era of load management. Guys getting breaks. He does not take while Bridges playing his 560th consecutive game here tonight. That is the longest active streak in the NBA.
This is the second stint we've seen here by Mike Brown exploring that smaller lineup on the floor here for the Knicks.
There you go, 6'11" big in the lineup for New York. Shannon, Brunson, and Bridges. And the corner, 3 is short. I hear it. Miles Turner knew it. And this should go down. Nobody saw it, so it's jump ball.
But that right there is where you put a Green on the same side of Giannis, and if that guy, that corner guy wants to help, you're passing that to Green, one of the better shooters. Not that Porters can't knock it down, but that's where you knock that shot down with a guaranteed shooter.
We had a clean look at it. It was off the Knicks last. All 3 officials looked, nobody could see. So we'll have a jump ball here with Bridges at 6'6", and A.J. Green a couple of inches short.
I love it so cold.
Could turn on the disco green light if you really wanted to. The disco green, Rich? There you go. Well, back in the 70s. I was about to say, well, you already had something for disco green.
Couldn't go to the challenge. They showed it in the arena, and everybody knew that it was Knicks touching it last. No challenge.
Steve Flood. Steve Flood. Steve Flood. Steve Flood. Steve Flood.
Hits the 3. Josh Hart, whose lower back injury at the start of the preseason really slowed his season. And watching him get into this new Knicks system will be interesting to watch the next few weeks.
It's going to be set on that screen. Nice job there by Hart getting over the screen. Look at this. A little hip check. And
That's got to hold that lower back as well. And then watch how open Josh Hart is. Brunson breaks down the defense, touches the paint, engages everybody. Watch how happy Brunson is. He knows his guy's been struggling, trying to get him back on track.
Foul on Green is third. He goes to the bench. Brian Rollins back in for Milwaukee. Brunson to the lift. That's up. Rollins. That's his first. It's the lane on the slip. Surprisingly, I'm taking a look at this as protecting the shooter of a hot-top five right here. He's the good. Golden ankle right there. Taking Brunson in. Got that space to come on down and run. You have 2 more free throws coming as this is shooting a 3. It's been fun to watch Jalen Brunson, hasn't it, guys? Become from role player to one of the best players in the NBA, playing in the biggest market in the stars.
It always has been a winner no matter where he's went. He brings that quality run. And he's such a maestro. He's one of the kings of the sell. What I mean by that is he can sell plays, he can make you relax, and he can sell speed up and he did something good for himself or his team. One of the most cut players in the NBA, one of the best players in the NBA.
But also, too, he's built for New York. And there's some guys that you just know are built for that. So Derek Jeter was built to be a Yankee. To me, Rico was built to be the Knicks captain.
As we are sitting, Reds.
Represent the city and never got through one time in 4.5 years. Never away.
Man, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Never. Pull up my conference.
Can we get stats on it? Brunson, beautiful scoop. And the finish of the Knicks. Lead by 9.
That's saying a lot. What years was that?
Clark not doing great defense on his screen. Clarkson back the other way. Brunson, sweet stop. They're largest lead in the night. They're up 11.
Brunson's so good because his game is built on fundamentals. All the simple things, 2-foot stop, jump stop, selling ball plays. It's the foundation for his game.
Cole Anthony got caught in between trying to tee up Giannis. Don't see the basket. Giannis sees 2. Good help defense recovering on the Knicks.
Doc is beside himself. You get a dunk layup by Giannis at one end. How do you give up a wide open uncontested 3 at the other? That can't happen.
Contact goes the other way on the screen. Foul on the Bucks.
And there's always multiple moments of truths in the game. Right now, if you're the Knicks, you're trying to push it from 12 to 20 as Brunson fights through the screen right there. And if you're the Bucks, you're trying to catch it and get it down to 6 or 8 going into halftime.
Foul on Trent. Here's his first.
And even though he missed that shot, Reg, that's what he was brought here for. When plays break down, make something out of nothing.
Jalen Brunson, 20 steal.
Niggas Milwaukee, yes.
Anthony's picking and save that.
Pleading with Josh Tippin that he was fouled. Here's the Brunson little teardrop. Look at Hart. Laying in the weeds here. Comes up with
the steal. Nice hands there by Cole Anthony.
I'm enjoying watching the way the Knicks are playing here tonight. This is fun. So a little bit against Boston and their opener against Cleveland a week ago.
I know it's only a weekend, but like the Knicks, 309, they're averaging 309 passes per game. That's the fifth highest. Last year, they had 281 because they were a ball-dominant isolation team. Equal opportunity out. Everyone's getting a chance to bring it up. Ball movement, man movement, and it's paying off. And still on top of that, Jalen Brunson is still averaging 30 points, which tells me is, and we hear this all the time, the ball has energy, it'll find you. It's finding their best player.
It's finding their best player steal, and the other guys are punch. So they're going to cut more because they know there's an opportunity for them to get easy baskets as well. It's a fun way to play basketball.
It's a fun match, too.
And this is no knock on Coach Thibodeau. It's just a different style and different philosophy. I mean, this is the guy who got this team to the Eastern Conference Finals, playing a different way and being very heavy on
Brunson got off the ball on the trap, got OG downhill, and the ball finds into him when they run out of defenders.
It's a high-scoring game on this first week. Averaging 36 a game. Jump from right there. He has 12. Ryan Rollins 13 was the leading Milwaukee scorer. Doesn't the difference game shot here in the back end of the half. 71-point half for the Knicks. Foul to give for New York here at the end of the half.
Giannis is looking for this pick and roll right now with the switch, and he has it.
Anthony Towns takes over it.
Just the other first half. What? Oh.
He's a goaltender that's been around a long time, and he can get frustrated early in games. So very important the Blues try to jump on him early in this period.
This is the 25th time he's played the Blues. That game on Saturday night, only the 7th time that Gibson earned the victory against St. Louis. DeBrincat fumbled it going in. The Blues cut it off. Fowler, another former Duck, got it out off of Holloway to the neutral zone. Going to get hit, but he makes the play to Suter. Back to Kyrou. Down the wing to Hugh Suter. Lines it around. Falk is going to pitch in. That one's cut off there by Edmondson. He makes the release to Appleton. Detroit gains possession there, and they'll have a chance to break out as the Blues go to the bench and change. Appleton through center. Good skate there by Matthew Joseph. Knocked it loose. Went Walker over the line, and a shot fired high. Fowler makes the play just inside the line to hold it in. Wings get it up to the blue line, and Torachenko chopped it to keep it in. Gibson will snap it over to the far wing. He had an option for both defensemen. Well, they slide this one ahead, and it comes off of Berggren. Checked by Tucker. Walker to the far wing. Now to Torachenko. Dips the shoulder. Simmons. Nobody there. Driving it to the goal. Tyler Tucker knocked it loose in front. Joseph was there, but couldn't get it to the goal. Mayu with a wrister. That one fired high. And off Berggren trying to clear it. Got it past Tucker and out of the zone. Mayu coming cross ice to get it. Get some help as they go to move, and they've got to drop back into their own end. Texier drags it on the line. What a move to the middle. Trying to shoot it on, and a save by Gibson as he tried to go high. That puck down to the near wing, and Texier with the check on the Hamonic. Blues get it back at center. Sundqvist to Bjugstad. Off the far wing on the cycle. Recycling it to a defenseman, not a forward there, and Berggren's going to deflect it into the blue zone.
Yeah, Fulton all the way down there, and he wanted to retreat back. A little miscommunication there.
Alexander Texier sends Sundqvist skating down in. Sundqvist took it away from Sherratt. Bjugstad getting into the battle. Sundqvist another great stick. That's two puck battles, one along the wall there by Oscar Sundqvist. This time it's spun around by Detroit. Falk's going to pinch in to keep it alive for the Blues. All the way up along the blue line. Snaps it to Chen as the Blues are changing. Far away. In they go to Buchnevich, and still looking for that first even strength goal. That deflected wide.
Oh, those are the ones that haunt you in your sleep right there. Unbelievable backdoor from Pavel Buchnevich. What a look by Jimmy Snuggerud. Maybe got a little help, John Gibson, from his defenseman there.
Blues get it ahead. Buchnevich trying to come over to Shen. And that's intercepted there by Sider. Detroit's going to jump 4-on-3 out of the zone. Take it down low and onto the table. Lucas Raymond. At a trailing defenseman. Snaps it near wing to Larkin, though. Larkin's shot blocked off the stick of Shen. He's down at his skate. That puck might hit his skate as well.
Yeah, he's wincing a little bit. Looks like left leg.
In they go. Shoot it on at Bennington. The save. Bouncing puck into the slot. Wings over on the far side had a great chance, and the Blues will clear it out.
That was a beautiful pass there by their captain, Dylan Larkin, right behind both Blues defensemen. Unbelievable look there for Dylan Larkin, right to the youngster, Emmett Finney, who can't tuck it away. Big save there by Jordan.
Blues bring it in. Kyrou trying to go far side. It came out. Brakel's going to slap it in. Blues have to tag up. Rink wide pass to the far board. Cleared and intercepted with speed. Kyrou's got the line. Into the middle. Had it poked away by DeBrincat. And now Detroit to center. Marco Kasper. Drills it in. Bennington stops it. Plays it around the wings forward to the far side. Kyrou and Suter cut through the zone. They give Suter a lane. He shoots, and Gibson another save. That puck goes up over the glass and out of play. 5.5 into the period.
Well, it's been a ton of action. Been a really fun pace in the second period. Here's the first one for Detroit. Watch this pass by Dylan Larkin. It's a soft little backhander behind everyone, and it barely hits Emmett Finney's stick. You can't ask for a better backhand pass than that. And this is just moments later. Justin Falk brings everyone with him. The Blues go for a change. Here's Jimmy Snuggerud. Backdoor to Pavel Buch. No.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Just that close. He's got the entire net right there. I can guarantee you one thing. He's looking down at that iPad. He's probably looking back on that chance.
Vorobchenko. Too far for Joseph. Mayhew's going to pinch in, rim it back to the near side. Tucker, numbers sport, wings chop it up into the air. Bukestad use that tall body. Put it down onto the ice. Bukestad keeps it going into the corner, and Vorobchenko gets it loose into the middle to Joseph. Cutting through. Turns, shoots, it's blocked. Joseph, that came out, didn't hold it in. That's offside. It hit Vorobchenko. And an offside call stops play. After you've stuffed yourself with turkey and pumpkin pie, come on down to Enterprise Center. Thanksgiving weekend games on November 28th and 29th, so grab your friends, family, come on down for all the face-offs against the Ottawa Senators and the Utah Mammoth. Get your tickets at stlouisblues.com/tickets.
Got to make sure the Blues are conservative on that Thanksgiving holiday. They're playing at 3 o'clock, I just saw there on that Friday to follow. Everyone else can have fun, but the boys in blue,
They'll have fun. I bet you every single one of those guys out there would rather be playing hockey than shopping. On the far side, puck comes into the middle. Sider shoots it, Binnington the save, and that stops the clock. Blues have had some chances, Gibson's made some good saves. The one-goal game, Blues down.
That's a frightening sight right there when Giannis is attacking you one-on-one. Jalen Brunson was built for New York.
Jalen Brunson, 23 in the first half. Carrying New York. Big 45-point second quarter. 4 off the Knicks' highest scoring second quarter in franchise history. Going back to October of 2018. Knicks leading 71-59. As we get to the third quarter, we check in with George Stevenson.
Well, Mike, I asked Bucks assistant coach Darvin Ham about that 45-point second quarter by the Knicks. And he said bad offense contributed to a lot of that because they couldn't get matched up. The ball stopped moving offensively, and then in the half court defensively, he said we have to do a better job on the ball, stopping drives. He did like how things were moving offensively, specifically when that second unit came in. They were pleased with what the second unit did.
9 of 20, 3 now, and one to that as he opens up the second half, Reg.
He's the third leading scorer on his team, and that's his first field goal attempt for Milwaukee. He's one of those knockdown three-point shooters.
Once he gets to the basket, hold up there, comes up short. Bucks push back the other way with Trent. Giannis with the follow.
Yes.
Run here to get back in that ball game.
Locates Bridges in the corner. Turner with the block. Stays down here with the Knicks.
Turner's second block here. That's a man rebounding traffic right there by Cat. But on the backside, it's Turner with his second block.
This season have been against St. Louis. You see it on the bottom. A Michigan native stands at 5 foot.
Talk to us about the silly foul by Carl Anthony Towns. Right there, that is a silly foul. A guy that's notorious for getting in foul trouble. I mean, there was no need. You had a smaller guy on you. Be patient. Work your position, and the ball's going to come to you. Now you give this Milwaukee team who has started the third quarter even more life.
Towns and Brunson in foul trouble. 1 minute they play. In the key moments of the Knicks.
Yes.
You see so many two-foot finishes in the paint because that's where script comes from. Contact usually starts from the beginning and the end of the play, and that's why two-foot makes you strong.
Yes.
Block right here, when you're getting inside that paint, there's going to be contact. You need your shoulder. When you get to 2 feet, it gets you balance. And that balance gets you straight. Clear is right there by Trent.
Puck's on its edge. It's not going to happen.
Still working on it.
Back to the looking for Suter, but stick in the middle there.
Don't stop.
Blues have to go on again. Near wing center, got to keep on. There's a slide to go forwards in the slot. The puck clear. Bring it on the near side. Goes into the middle. The rebound there to deny. And right back out to center. Good check back over. Gets one. Bill Power goes and dumps it in. They're getting out penalty of Walker.
Yes.
Nothing's going to be the call. Jim Montgomery's in a bit of disbelief. Yeah, with Walker and Marco Casper, they met right in front of the Blues bench. You're going to see it right here. Watch Walker's hands. They're going to come up. As Casper steps in, hands go up. Yeah, right there. I said hands. It was actually a step. You know, you can't work your much very diligently. You can even tell. Yeah, he knew it right away. It's a reaction play. It's not something that he did on purpose. It just, you have a clear coming at you, you kind of understood to protect yourself. And because of the height difference, I think that Nathan Walker goes to protect himself, and then that cross-check goes right underneath the chin. Situation, and the penalty count. Wayne shooting 4. They need a kill here. Vinny from the line, Suter. Vinny into the slot, looking for the Blues.
Yes.
You need to just create some confidence in your group. It loses into the crease.
Yes.
Silvas is there to clear. Dylan lost it. He actually had Bennington beat it happen so quickly. He was just
Yes. Another time was called by Mike Brown.
Raymond brings it in. Wings. Overward. Dylan blows it tired. Lucas Raymond's going to pick it back up. Sider finds Raymond. Now through to Sider. One touch. Come back to him. He fanned on it. Some nifty play. And Blues benefit. Clear it down again. Down to 53 seconds to go in the Detroit power play. Walker in the penalty box. Walker's one of your reliable penalty killers, too. Here's Bergeron moving it ahead. Detroit with a 2-1 lead. Fowler cleared it out. Sandin Pellikka has to go back to grab it and dump it in. That's Bergeron and Fowler going in, and Parayko dumps one of the wings in the corner. Detroit's going to try to keep it alive along the wing and do. Back behind the net. Parayko with another check. Up to the line. Down to 15 to go in the Detroit power play. Bergeron far side. One-timer. Wide of the net it goes. Wings recover. Parayko defends. In back behind the net. A loose puck comes to the wall. Bukestad's going to jab it with the one hand, and that one goes out. And a good penalty kill, a needed one there, as the Blues did not allow a shot on goal. Halfway through the hockey game, 9:39 to go in the second period. Detroit leading 2-1. All the goals scoring back in the first. Shed 47 seconds.
For the next 30 days, everyone in the country is trying to murder me. That's crazy, right?
On November 14th.
This game is rigged.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
The Running Man, the film is not yet rated in theaters November 14th.
You know?
They dump it down into the corner. Up to the blue line, Sider over to the far side. Edmondson into the high slot, deflected puck. Rolls to the glove of Bennington. And he's going to put it into the glove. Bennington keeping the puck up.
Another reminder, this is my city. Remember all the conversation in the offseason about conversations?
You wanted to get a better team here tonight. Are you liking the effort again so far?
Yeah, it's been really good, but I think we've got to do a better job winning up from better.
Well, the theme remains the same, doesn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it sure does.
We're doing some October birthdays on the Jumbotron here. Judge Judy happy birthdays. I always thought popular birthdays because January's New Year's and do your math, just do the math.
People got back in this ball game. It started with AJ
Hockey fans, America's #1 sports book now offers picks for all your favorite sports. New customers can play $5 and get $60 in bonus win or lose. No matter what month it is. Right on the right side of Jordan Bennington. Shannon on the face-off. Another win for Detroit.
Yes. Are you kidding me? Red Wings with a cool one.
8:46 to play in the second. Well, you're going to see the first one from the Bombery of RoboCamp. This is a set face-off play, meaning everyone's on the same page. Watch the centerman, Dylan Larkin. He's going to be the goal scorer. They work it back. The centerman moves from the inside dot. He's going to come to the inside between the half bar. He's going to release, come to the middle, and it's kind of that Sidney Crosby shot tip. He patented this tip. Watch it. This is a difficult play. That is incredible hand-eye coordination by their captain. The puck's coming to his speed. It's not a one-timer. It's more like you just kind of slice into it, but the timing has got to be exquisite right there. That is a heck of a skill play by Dylan Larkin, who is just taking care of everything in this league right now. He's in the screen right there. Again, Jones up the difference in this game. Just capitalizing on chances as you've got some jumping onto each other between Johansson and Connor somewhere in the corner. You go back to that chance for Butch Davidson doesn't go in to top the game. Blues get it, they shoot it, rebound there. Now the Blues fight the rebound all the way up the near side, but the Breaking gets to it. Clear it out. They work it in. Down into the corner with it. Checked into by Holloway. They get it back. Covered up by Jordan Bennington. When I'm considering about this goal one more time, I want to show you what I'm talking about here. The settlement right here and Dylan Larkin. Okay, he's the guy right there. Keep an eye on him. He's going to end up moving after he's going to win it, and he's going to come right to the spot right here. Keep an eye on him. So he's going to win the face-off, and then he's going to get lost. He's actually going to get underneath his winger, and then he's going to no man's land. So Braden Shen, he knows it's his guy, but Dylan Larkin releases. All of a sudden, Braden's like to hand him off to Colton Parayko there. It's just a very disguised face-off play. And the timing has to be perfect, and you got to have to really skill hockey player to pull off out there. Very impressive that play.
Yes.
With check from Mayu, Texier on to the back as he goes to the first wing to Tucker.
Yes.
He tries to chip it in. Working there with Bukestad. We'll get offside whistle with 7:37 to go in the second period. And now you've got Joe. You've got the Blues having a battle of mental part again here. And this is something they've been in this season. Jim Montgomery says we want to see a good response to it. You want to see a response. It's an opportunity to respond. The problem with this much catch-up hockey, it wears you down. This is the team last night, just playing in Pittsburgh, took a tough loss there. You fly, you get in late. No morning skate this morning. Talking about the Blues, that is just the aggressive Red Wings team. So when you're playing catch-up hockey, all of a sudden, you start playing high-risk hockey. It's a physical part. It's emotional. It's an emotional, mental grind when you're trying to play catch-up hockey. It's risky hockey. The temperature rises in the bench. The coach starts yelling. It's just not a good place to be, but the Blues got here on the way through. That is the started here in the third. That mighty trick coming around to the near side. These two teams split the two-game series last year. The Detroit team, they get it in front and score.
No.
It's 4-1 Detroit. 7:04 to go in the second.
Throws that zone every now and then. At the end of the game, last game playing, so I got back in it. Let's see if he uses it.
Robin Sullivan is going to find himself all alone and front. You got one body, one wrestling behind the net, and you're going to see two
Yes.
players release over your guys around the net. That cannot happen. You're going to see the Blues going to release, go behind the net. Nathan Walker's got some. He's in a great spot. Everyone's covered. We're good. And then right there, you see Walker release. Thinks he can get a foot on. And I don't mind the play. It's aggressive by Walker. But he releases his guy is right behind him. That's the most dangerous player on the ice. The guy in the high slot, as Jim Montgomery.
Timeout call by Jim Montgomery.
Andy, what's going on down there? What's the totally Blues bench?
Yes.
Obviously, with the last goal scored by Detroit, but you know one thing Jim Montgomery talked about when we had our conversation just a few minutes ago was playing in front of the net. And that's what we're thinking about the offensive side of the ice, but it's the defensive side as well. So those mental breakdowns, those mistakes are costing them right now. And I think he just wants to give the team a little bit of a reset here and get them where they're starting. But at the end of the day, they're making mistakes that are costing them.
Andy Curtin, it was the timeout that Tom McClellan a few days ago when the Blues had 4-0 lead. He stuck that groupie comments on it after the game. He said, the guys, the media, what you say, Mr. McClellan? He said, we weren't exchanging pleasantries. I'll leave it at that. But it certainly is his Red Wings team to win 6 in a row. See if Jim Montgomery has the same match.
It looks like the captain starting to get heated up here.
Comes up the near side. Kicking after it is Finney. He dumps it in. So 2 goals from Detroit. It's 1 minute and 42 seconds apart. The Blues go from a 2-1 deficit to a 4-1 deficit. Fowler over to the right side. Ball back to Fowler. Moves that one up the middle. Deflects that in off of Suter. Suter gets after it in the corner. Wings win it there, and they'll clear it right back out into the neutral zone. Trying to bust it around Falk. Gets back on Appleton, but takes a hit as a result. Wings make an early change. Just barely avoid too many men on the ice. Reaching around to grab the puck. To get it in front. Goes to the front of the net. It's shot there, looking for the rebound, and Detroit's able to clear it before the Blues can find it. What a good second effort there by Dylan Holloway to get that poke in and keep the play alive before Byron throws it in. It was Holloway again, diving for the puck, trying to spear it. That pushed down into the corner now, the battle for the Blues. Sunquist and Texier coming on with you. Glover holds it in, shoots a deflected puck in.
Call to Black Ops 7 in stores for the 14 on PlayStation, Xbox now. A cold-blooded masterpiece. Ethan Hawke is pure nightmare fuel. Black Phone 2 will on in theaters now.
Sandeep Pellica is going to chop at him. Then Sherrod. He didn't want to tangle with Shen earlier. Comes in on that one, and when Blues are going to go to the power play, though, and man, could they use a power play goal in the worst way right now. First power play of the game, by the way, for the Blues.
Well, you couldn't have chalked up that timeout any better outside of a goal. Call the timeout, 2 offensive zone shifts. Blues draw a penalty here. Detroit penalty number 8.
Good, yes.
We got a box for holding. Blues in the power play.
Okay.
Look, a TV
And the
show.
competition.
Garlic bread bites joining classic Parmesan on the Domino's menu. Get a box of 32 for $6.99 when you mix and match. Only at Domino's.
There's really 4 Gacy's. Jen the contractor, Jen the politician, Jen the clown, and then there's the other guy.
Double Disguise new series streaming now only on Peacock.
The scouting report is brought to you by Indeed. Jalen Brunson's big career ongoing on the left. Let's just compare, just to, make some conversation. With Bernard King on the right. Bernard King, revered by Knicks fans. Look at the numbers. Very similar numbers for them in those stretches. Of course, Bernard, 206 of his 874 games. Knee injuries slowed him down, yet he came back and still had some unbelievable numbers. Reg, your thoughts if you look at the 2 sets of numbers?
Bernard King, one of the all-time great Knicks, correct?
Yes, and Hall of Fame.
Is his number in the rafters in MSG?
Drive by Roberts there. Your point is,
His number is in the rafters. Jalen Brunson can stop playing right now for the Knicks. His number better be up there. Looking at those numbers. Yes.
it's a different feel, I think, Reg.
I don't know.
Possession for it.
He's trying to really get that New York return right now.
What is Reg's number not retired yet? At the guard.
He keeps playing like this.
Wow. He's inspired by your words here, Reg. As he knocks that one down, he gets 29 points. Remember, Bernard had the famous Christmas Day game where he went off, and then he had the back-to-back 50-point games on Texas, like San Antonio, Dallas, I believe it was, that combo. And knee injuries and surgeries and recovery from knee injuries different at that time. But when you take a step back, especially where the Knicks were at that point, how he carried the team, one of the special guys in Nick Kingsbury. His number maybe one day.
So it's not hanging in MSG. What is wrong with New Yorkers? Are you kidding me? Now backwards.
You had them.
I had them.
You said you loved New York.
I do.
Yes. 26 to go. Play. Lose this field, and they enter this period trailing 2-1. Drake got 2 goals. Quick ordered it. They did the full-run start. We'll turn the power play with just 10 seconds to go. It's going to clear back to the line.
There's the offensive wall. That's clear for
Just the one shot on goal on the power play, Joe.
206 of his 800.
Solid as the power play has been for the top half of the league. Still don't see a whole lot of shots land. And I think with the passive killing that was a great shot. Oh boy, here we go. He's fired up. He got hit by Mo Sider. Now Appleton and Nathan Walker. Walker trying to bait Appleton into the fight. Take the 2-5. Brayton took a hit by Mo Sider, and then he lifted hit across the ice right before it got over. And then I saw Nathan Walker getting in the mix there as well. You see the frustration starting to all over here in St. Louis. 2.5 to go in the second. 4-1 the score. That's the Jango that throws everybody in the Sider, and the puck gets cleared out. 2 far for Joseph, but it's tipped. Larry Zachary sending Guzzo is going to get to it for Jacob. Absolutely smokes him. Wins the puck back. Passes it to Robert near wing. On the right wing. He wants the handle. Ricky makes the shot. Now Risson in behind the goal for Joseph there. Back with Rico. Shielding that one on the wall. Winning the physical powers and off the wall. Rico has it on the near wing. They turn to get the line of the goal. He floated that one back to Porochenko. A big hit by Porochenko to keep that line of lose his earning. Power play as Perico cycling down low. Gets a stick to the face. Blues are on this power play. Here's the whistle and the call. Number 18. This is where it all started. No Sider steps up and Brandon Shatner brings out no way. No sir. Appleton got the end of it. Appleton didn't like it. Turns it, scratches it. And then he rolls up just minutes later on the wrap. He's just like that. He's and you have to convert. Up the middle, shooting, Gibson the save, and then gets driven right back to the near wing. Eats up what's Namath, gets a good stick on the right. Back to Kyrie, going to shoot it, deflects the century to the clear blue, set it up back to Paul. And to get it to a 2-goal game by the end of the second. Blues are on the shots. Down low, what's Namath to Kyrie. Larkin's going to skate it in. Works it in, shoots it on. John Michael not to take a penalty. That's a big save by Bennington. As it is one of the fastest hockey players in the world. He can absolutely scoop. Back to Coach Namath in the corner.
Six points.
Didn't get the lead to shoot. That's over the right side. Still shoot. That's blocked in front. And the Wings find the puck. They clear it down. That's going to take us into the final 10 of the period. Sear. Ringline with it to Shed. 2 seconds to go. Period's going to end. And the Blues will carry 18 seconds of play time to the third period.
Oh, it's still talking
again, started with AJ Green and it finished with Giannis in this third quarter.
12 in the quarter for Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee leads by 7 to go. Tommy Portis. Cole Anthony wanted to travel. Dennis Timmon had jump ball.
What a long night it's been for Catman Dude. 2 of 8 from the field, 3 fouls. He does have 7 rebounds, but it's been very frustrating offensively for Carl Anthony Towns.
Is this a figuring out period of this new look, new approach, Jamal, for the Knicks offense?
It absolutely is. And I thought it would be busted, but it seems like it's been captured as far as just getting in rhythm, being able to focus right now. He seems like he's just trying to fit in and not step on toes. I mean, he had 1 shot at halftime. He's up to 8 now. He just never has got the rhythm so far.
This is second scrum that'll lead to a second jump ball. A 7-footer. And 6 foot, don't know. It's Tommy Portis, though. Anthony down there, tied up with him. And Sims right now.
Try to switch it up. Good eye, Ryan.
Pull a fast one on us.
You put your football badge out on that one. That was a good one.
It's been 9.5 years, but we know he's supposed to jump. Come on, let's go. He's also asking here about shot clocks as well.
Reporters and Tyler Kohler kind of getting into it a little bit.
Cohen clicks Portis' arm. Clarkson has the tip. 2 to shoot. Wild 3. And Cohen chases down the rebound. Cat putting it on the deck. Feed inside. Hart. Cohen, great recovery here defensively by the Bucks. Clock at 5.
Yes.
using a split. Thought he had a layup. Good pass. Prince was open the whole time. And the crowd was engaged, and Prince is blowing kisses.
Oh, Prince has hot start shooting this season, shooting 60% from three. Oh, he shot a career high 44 last season.
Clarkson and Bridges come in here for this last possession of the quarter for New York. 17, as you see on the shot, 23 and change on the game clock. It's a 34-point quarter for Milwaukee. Clarkson steps into a triple. Jordan Clarkson for three. His second hit of the night. Shot clock off. Pass to the third belongs to the Bucks. Kuzma on the attack. Quick up the buck. On Karl Anthony Towns. He picks up his fourth personal foul.
That's a bad foul. I mean, you need to get out of the quarter and begin to stop Kyle Kuzma's been playing great defense, but to get Cat right there, a fourth foul, that could come back at some point later in the game.
They can, they will, they might. MSNBC's new comedy comeback story of cheerleading's biggest underdogs. Stumble. Premieres Friday, November 7th on NBC. Kyle Kuzma got known for his fashion and his fits. I saw Kyle this year in Cannes. I can rarely say that. I've never been able to say that.
Is that a flex right there?
No, it was just information that I had stored. I said, I got to use this at some point. This was the point. So, his fit was better than mine. He wears it well.
Don't downplay the cans. I see what you do.
Tier 9 in the league for Kuzma. 3-point lead, 2.7 to go. Brunson seeing the attention from Kuzma defensively here. The quarter. Leaving it open. Hart gets it back. Go to the fourth. Big third quarter for the Bucks. They were down a dozen. They lead by 3. You're watching Coast to Coast Tuesday, presented by Kia.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
What you got to say? New Balance. We got now.
If it hurts you to watch this, you'll want to hear this. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit Myra.
Wisconsin. Mike Tirico, Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford, sharpshooting George Stevenson, producer Frank Grace, effective director Peter Musa. We're with us in the first half. Between the timeout, they brought Zora out to the floor. She knocked out 6 out of 10 corner threes.
And she already has 5 WNBA talent asking for a 10-day.
2 minutes. We get a call the game, then come out and play a quarter. Fourth quarter begins. Hart going on the cut. Out inside. The rebound. Not put back by Karl Anthony Towns.
He just so out of rhythm right now. Cat has to, as Kuzma gets the foul. Cat has to try to get in some sort of rhythm to close this game.
He's got the net.
And the ball. Nice recovery there by Prince. He was clearly beat on that backdoor cut. But that seemed like an easy putback for Karl Anthony Towns. And you're right, Jamal. Just out of rhythm here.
And I'm being honest right now, it seems like he's in his own head, is in his own way right now. Like, I understand it's going to be some sacrifice with the offense. But he's the big guy. Like, he delivers. And watch Kuzma right here on defense. Doing his work early on the big cat, bumping him, making sure he doesn't get a straight line to the basket. Right here, bodying up, making sure he's guarding, protecting the rim, getting the travel. And you got to give Kuzma credit as well. This is a guy who averaged double figures every year he's been in the league. Averaging 10 right now. We're playing winning basketball on the defensive end.
And it wasn't a fit right away on the trade deadline for Kuzma. But that really good start to this 25-26 season for the 9-year vet. Bucks by 5. Cat Bridges before the Knicks. Halfway in the corner. Shot clock under 5. Takes the three. That's up. Drifted to the left. Perfect rebound. 4-1. For the three from the top. Almost saved on the baseline by Crawford, but out of bounds.
Another player that we haven't really mentioned this year for the Bucks that's not playing is Kevin Porter Jr. He'd probably be the point guard. But out with that rolled ankle sustained in that first quarter versus Washington.
Season opener. Bridges hits the three. Makes it a 2-point game. Doc Rivers saying before the game that Porter will be a bit more time out. There's now 3 games. So it's an opportunity for different players like Robbins before now. Cole Anthony get the roll, facilitate. Porter sees 2. Anthony goes for 3. Porter did a nice job getting the body on Coffee. Here comes the next the other way. Porter tried the handoff for Clarkson. It wasn't clean. It wasn't clean. It'll go the other way.
But they're body on body defensively. Getting no airspace off Clarkson's leg right there. Let's ball.
It's so good. 45 points, 15 of 19 from the field in the second quarter. He's going to struggle in the second half. Nice find by Anthony. Coffee long, but he got foul. Miller closing out. 3 shots coming for Amir Coffee.
It's so difficult in terms of trying to close out to a shooter because you've got to give them a landing spot. He goes up here and Kolek. Look at that. You got him up top and down low.
Amir Coffee most of his time with the Clippers in the NBA, most of it coming off the bench. One more coming. And coming for you this week, the national TV schedule. ESPN tomorrow night, Cleveland and Boston, Lakers in Minnesota. NBA TV with that Golden State Milwaukee game in here on Thursday night. And on Prime, and the Lakers. Check the scores. We obviously go well over 100 here both sides. Tonight, Philly, undefeated Philly, by the way, called foul by Anthony. Beat Washington 139-134. Miami beat Charlotte 144-117. Heat culture off to a 3-1 start here on the season.
144. So I'm expecting Maxey had another humongous game, I'm assuming, as well as the rookie, BJ Epstein. He is playing for Rookie of the Year. He's putting his flag in the ground, and he is falling in love with Epstein.
Sixers backcourt income at 14 tonight. Maxey had 39 for the Sixers in their victory. Bullet back here in the building. He saw a lot of baskets go through. Cuts this one down to 3. Long rest across the third quarter. Great for Giannis. Portis on the outside. Last touch by the Knicks. Off Hart got bumped by Coffey.
And this is where it goes to that second option. Right now, with Giannis not on the court, who's going to step up and be able to just storm the tide and just relax the rest of the group by getting a couple buckets in a row?
Portis facing Towns. Hart for the Knicks. He's so good on the glass. With a rebounding guard, Joe Tsai. Bridges. Bridges comes baseline. Cut off. Hart short for 3. He's working his way back in.
He's a bucket man. He knows how to put that ball in the basket.
That was a great rim right there by Bobby Portis. Recognized he had the smaller defender on his back.
Anthony Towns pitch, goal a quick 3. Saved by the Knicks, good hustle. Anthony Towns to the basket, contact, and a blocking foul.
Kuzma's going to feel this one. He was inside the restricted circle. Close to being out. Very close to being out.
You can see where the wheels are in from the back end. We're talking about the ring run before. The business end of it for Portis. Watch over here, Jalen Brunson is 10% the line. He's up here talking to Cullen as he gets set to check in. Jalen Brunson being a captain, a leader, it's constant communication. Those unseen parts that we don't see on a day-in, day-out basis, guys.
I think he was kind of trying to tell him, look, when you're out there in the second unit, crawl out to the town, kind of feed his ego a little bit. The ball really didn't go through the town at all. And I got that struggle. That's kind of a good thing from the captain.
Back in interplay centers, the Lions have to dig out of here in the third period. They're down 4-1 as they bring it back inside the building and Joe Vitale. You look at the way this game started with Braden Shen. It started on fire. It started exactly how you wanted it to go. It just hasn't gone that way since. No, it hasn't. And, the captaincy really been carrying the fight all game long. I mean, he was mixing up at the end of the last period. This is how things began to rock and roll here. Here's the opening goal there for your captain in his very first shift. You're going to see another look at it on the back. He gives you a fist bump. He's pumped up. And he's going to fight Travis Hamilton in his second shift. This is how you respond. You look at everyone on the bench. You look at the fans on their feet. Of course, if you're looking at Travis Hamilton with a bit of mustache and no teeth. At it again, trying to go after Appleton. Him and both Sider we're talking. It's been long range shit. He needs more people now to join with the fight. Here's the ozone time to come forward to their key beginning of the game. Offensive zone possession. Let's go to the Blues. 538. That's a great number. Right? But they just don't have enough to show for. They've kept the red things to a very limited amount. Then you're losing the game 4-1. That's been the anomaly all season long. They're doing the right things to speed up in the win zones. They're just not making a dent in the game. Brandon Shen on the opening face-off. Blues win possession. I talked to Jim Montgomery about that ozone-time possession. He does like it. It's a good step, especially if you can get it over 6 minutes.
as he said, doesn't do much for you if you don't get the puck to the net. With people, they bring it up to Copper. Spend the first few seconds of this period in the penalty box. Only one shot on goal, so 2 power play chances. Back into this, and just 2 total shots on net for the Blues on that power play. Drink it on the right side. Brings it across. Larkin gets the line. Backs it up, Rickett. Fires a shot. Bennington to make the save. Sixth time this season, the Blues have seen 4 goals go in behind them. Offside is whistled. And how about signing up to join the St. Louis Blues text list? You get great saves presented by Ticketmaster. You'll receive new special offers and exclusive promotions from the team. Text BGS. That's BGS to 38313 and sign up today. That's the dump it in. Around the back, the end around the Raymond. That cleared up. Austin Tuck. Skates to the blue zone. Moves it around. Casper beats Cairo. Buck will go to get it back. Pass it off with Cairo, and then it's dumped right to the net. So 2 attempts to clear. Locked up. Now Cairo slants it to on the way, wheels it in. Shoots it off the wing. Defenseman handed it. Zitter's going to go to get it. Stick was high. Backs off the glass. Comes back on the near side. Both teams will make changes, and Detroit will wait with a puck in behind their net. Just 2 minutes into the third period here. First of 2 games on this homestand. The Blues coming tonight, playing 7 of 10 on home ice. Detroit dumps it in. Past Bennington it goes. That's copped into the corner. Checked by Tucker. Goes back into the 2 combatants there. And it goes to the far wing. They tried to get it in the middle for deflection. It comes near side. Hits the skate of Mayu. Mayu will pull it off the wall and work to bring it out of the zone. Skates it up to the red line. Dumps it in. Sends Joseph in on the forecheck. Robert Thomas still out day to day. The Blues announced earlier today Jake Neighbors is placed on IR. He'll be reevaluated in about 5 weeks.
Yeah, you look at this game, too, and it's good you bring that up. This game's missing a little personality, isn't it? To be fair, I mean, this is what you miss when you don't have a Jake Neighbors in the lineup. A guy that just brings up so much heart, so much energy. And the Blues are going to have to sort out and figure out who is going to have to step up here because they need a little bit more spunk right now.
Back in behind the net, they'll knock it loose and comes to the near wing. They need a spark for sure. Power play didn't deliver it, and it's down into the corner. Eastad's going to go into the corner. Sandine Pellet go around a little bit, and that battle now over on the far side. Eastad trying to deliver, throws a couple of hits, then takes another slash on the back of the leg from Rasmussen.
They missed that one too. Rasmussen gave a good little whack right behind him
on the far side. Eastad trying to deliver, throws a couple of hits, then takes another slash on the back of the leg from Rasmussen.
They missed that one too. Rasmussen gave a good little whack right behind the kneecap.
Wings will dump it in again. Blues with 23 shots on goal. They glass it up ahead. Snuggerud, he'll flip it in. I thought it might have been a trip. I thought he might have got his stick in his skates, but it isn't going to be toe pick or not.
It could have been a toe pick. The ref was right there. Mike's over in a good position. A little tangle up behind that. Bennington.
Rico, get it over the line. Snuggerud shoots it. It deflects wide. And onto the puck behind the net. Finishes the check on the far wing. And Detroit's going to find a way to clear it up. Finney in the neutral
also works.
Gets it through the middle of the ice zone. Now, Wheeler back. Blues going to go right to left. Bring it off to Summers. Teammates James Cena. Catherine in the head of
league is loaded with the best basketball talent on the planet. And we play display off the charts skills. Partnered up with epic rivalries and stars on the rise as we do counts every second.
Cavaliers with Celtics Lakers the Super Bowl Flaw on ESPN. All the faults this series November 6th only on Peacock.
You can see these things coming out. Good upsets on the left and year two.
Ball was moving like that for the Knicks. Everybody was involved. Everyone was involved. Right now, too much one-on-one, too much ISO. They're struggling to score. And now you put the Bucks defense in position to get stops and also get scores over there.
Jamal Texas had a 6 in the second quarter. They're going to let the other parts of the game. So here's Giannis.
Washington Commanders in prime time. Football night in America. Kicks it all off at 7 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. And the great Mike Tirico will be their quarterback. Taking that charge in the check. This is what you call
Oh. That's gotta be a Fleetwood foul.
Detroit's going to double team and look at Miles Turner's touch right down to the front of the hoops. And when he comes down right there, if you look at it, he's in a situation where it's a 12-point. You can take it easy.
Yes.
What a sequence.
The guys from Wisconsin working. Doc Rivers loves what it's.
Big efforts as well by Stiefel. That's what makes it such a great partnership. 9:20 to go. Detroit leading 4-1. They're going to ice the puck. It's going to go all the way down. And right now, Joe, the Blues once again back to that finding something to build. And it is not easy when you are right now caught in a snowball that's going the wrong way down the hill.
Well, it's not that the effort's not even there. It's this Todd McClellan style on the back end. There's just nothing available. You have speed coming to the neutral zone. Everything's clogged. There's just nowhere to go. So you're forced to do what? You're forced to dump it in. Well, they already have a guy back. So they already have a guy back that's going to be first on the puck. And you got to give it to Detroit. Their execution has been excellent here. 2 passes, they're right back out of the zone. It's a suffocating style of play.
Well, they've gone 11 minutes and 6 seconds of total time from the end of the second, and now without a shot on goal, the Blues have. Wayne shoot that one wide of the net. Good chip along the wall by Perico. Stick grab there by Casper, and Perico's going to go back to get it. Here's Kyrou moving it along the near wing. Holloway was going backwards. But he looked like he was going backwards. Some of the same speed he'd go forward.
Yeah, I tell you what, he can just get up and scoot, can he? Just glides across. Reminds you of those bugs in the lake. You know, those bugs that just kind of skip across the lake. I think they're called water sliders or water gliders or water something. But they're bugs and they move pretty quick.
Water bugs. Broberg out to the neutral zone. Walker sends it ahead. Joseph in behind the net. Checked into by Edmondson. Torochenko gets back after it. Foul on the far side, trying to pull it away. He's behind the net now. It's going to come decided. He goes back over Edmondson. Fanned on it. Now, those are the kind of plays, or if it was in the other end, you fan on it, the other team's right there to get it.
Well, we see plenty of it this season. Yep.
7:47 to go. Rasmussen's going to dump it in. Tucker digs in, but the Wings get 2 on it in behind the net. Big, and I mean big body there as it gets around to the near side.
Yeah,
he's right on his own.
He's been living that sort of long in front of that. He scored a goal during that second period. Texas Eastside slipped that one. I don't blame you.
Who's in the icing the puck?
25-5 in this half. He's got 34, 7 boards, 6 assists.
Well, the active rivalry powered by the Active Cash Card. Home ice game, St. Louis Blues, Detroit Red Wings. Active Cash Card helps to bring you the active mic tonight with Cam Fowler there. We'll hear more from him when we come back from the next break and play. Well, a couple things we know is Detroit wins the draw and a shot gets blocked. There's much more line blending that Jim Montgomery can do than what we've seen here in the early going. Your top 9 right now. That's such a great opportunity for other guys.
Absolutely is. It's not just to play, but to play a significant role. You're a player on this team. You can play top 6 minutes. There's a shot.
That, I believe, is the first shot on the goal since the 1 minute and 20.
Insights to excellence coming up. Peacock, the Clippers and Warriors. Still to come tonight. Bridges keeps this alive. And it'll be Knicks needed. Now Murray Shannon needs to get hot. That was halfway down. Giannis for rebounds in the Bucks. Just 9 with about 15 to go.
Trump has not shot the ball great tonight. Only 1 of 6, but he does have 3 blocks.
Almost an 8-second violation there. Lucky not to get called. Trent. No. It's going to happen here. Brunson. Bridges. And she falls with 14:07.
A lot of time left here. You got to get stops. Look right here. You can tell Giannis in trouble. Usually he'll bring the point forward. He said, "No, Cody, you got it. I trust you. You make the right read."
Logie looking right in his chest. Down his back. Reading a 3-cup. Green, late block. Giannis pushed it out. One more. Trent.
Yes.
Final minute. Brunson will pull up. Close the string. 36 for Brunson. 35 for Antetokounmpo.
I guess the best move from Giannis all night was to change the shoes.
That's right.
He needs to change the shoes. Things just changed for him.
Big collision inside. Bridges on the pass. Giannis was going up for the challenge.
That's it, baby.
Ricochets off his
I mean, it's almost not human. Are you kidding me? 2 steps?
They're coming on pressure. Hey, let's just be ready for that.
This season.
Thank you, Cam. You know, it's been talked about amongst this group all season long that there's been a lot of vocal presences in that room. You know, more so, more over the last few years. And Cam Fowler, that young man right there, is one of those vocal leaders. Not always the men that wear the A's and the C's. Veteran players like him, over 1,000 games, ton of experience. He has been a really vocal piece in that room. He has galvanized the group at times. You hear him up and down the bench in tonight's game. And one thing I love about him right there is even in games like this,
You stay positive, you stay upbeat, you try to encourage your teammates. It's a tough game as it is, and you need some winners. Two bad face-off drops. The third one is won by Detroit. They'll get it to the near wing, snap it out into the neutral zone. Bennington cleared on their own. Puck goes all the way back to the Detroit end. 6.5 to go. They've woken up that clock inside the line. Here comes the Texie on the near side. Texie is some good out there with Bukestad. That pass for Bukestad. Able to hold it in. Casper's able to clear it out. Look at Detroit. They're not even that's amazing. They are locking it down right now as we go ahead to the full game summary. Yeah, we are. There's Dylan Larkin right there. He scored a beautiful goal in that second period. 134th multi-point game. And Braden Shen, to me, he was down the game. He was ready from the get-go. He was ready to go down, trying to pick a fight left and right to start things off. Scored his very first shift of the game. Fought the next shift against Hamannik. Tried to pick more fights by Mo Sider. He hit Appleton in the second. It wasn't because he didn't show up with grit and energy from the get-go. Just not enough support around him.
Braden Shen tonight as that puck deflects out of play. Had the goal 47 seconds in. That's the only goal of the game so far. Blues unable to build on top of it.
One thing's undeniable is that man's just competitive edge. Really good friends with Nathan McKinnon and Sidney Crosby off the ice. They all share that in common. Just an insatiable appetite to win and to compete, even in games like this. He just has a fire and a light switch that just will not go out.
They'll take the face-off against JT Comfort. Puck hard rimmed around to the near side. Rika with a good read, got back to the red line. Now goes over to Tucker. He'll dump it in. Wide of the net, but it ricochets to the near wing, and Alvin Johansson is checked into by Shen. Got it back to the line, not Andrew Tuck. Behind Berger, and it comes. He grabs a hold of Shen. And that puck moves over to the far wing. Tucker moves it up and drops it back. Pareko to the red line.
There's that. See that? To dump it in, and you already have the defenseman back there. There's just nowhere to go. You know, it's just this 3 men across the blue line in the neutral zone. The Blues go to dump it. The Wings are the first one back, and they're up. They have control, and they'll be out of the zone here momentarily. It's just it is a lifeless style to play against, and Todd McClellan's crew, they run maybe better than anyone in the National Hockey League.